This is a new year, and we thought it is good we have a meet and greet at the beginning of the year, which is a very good. It was a meeting between ourselves, my CGP, the deputy, and all the regional commissioners from across the country, and all the station heads from across the country, Mombasa, Kisumu, Northeastern, Rift Valley, everywhere. And we are happy we have been able to deliberate on the issues that bedevil our State Department, and we are happy that we have way forward on issues that we can be able to follow up. It is the jurisdiction of the judiciary, but we are in conversation with them because there are many ways of having our prisons decongested, and one of it is to have the petty offenders really not being contained or confined in the prisons, because if somebody disobeys you and that is your child, why don't you deal with that child at home or in the family level, at the family unit, instead of putting that child in prison and staying in remand for more than 10 or so years. And of course we rely on the power of mercy. There's a committee that overlooks such issues, and they recommend. If somebody has reformed, then they are recommended, and the president has the power to have the mercy to that person. I'm sure you may want to know about the children in prison. It's a pity agenda, really, and the more than 300 children across the country who are in prison. It would be important that we see how we can get them out. They need to grow just like us, just like the way we grew, like other children normally. When they have their uncles, their aunties, they can be able to play, and they will enjoy life, other than the stigma that will move with them from when they are born. You may find somebody anaitwa mtoto wa jela. Nobody would want to have such a stigma now or even in future. So again, some of these mothers are in remand. So we do not know whether they have really, they'll be convicted, they've committed those crimes or not. But the judiciary can tell us. The judges are at an able position to really explain to us if it is okay. If they are petty offenders, let them be given roles through the CSO orders to work in the community service orders. Hata kama ni kufagia kwa chief, nenda ukafagia kwa chief. Kama ni kufagia kwa soko, our markets are very dirty. So let us have those who are given sentences. They can be given through community service orders if the offenses are not of so much magnitude. Yes, the government is very key, and especially in construction of low-cost housing. And this is one of the areas that we are very keen to ensure that we take care of the housing of our officers, the low-cost housing. I'm sure most of them will be able to pay, even if it is through a check-off system, so that they can live in a decent manner. So we don't want to dwell on the past. We want to move to the future, because the future of this country is for all of us. Whether we are the uniformed officers or we are civilians, this country belongs to all of us. And we are in agreement. Our officers are very ready to support the government in the green in Kenya. Already we have 2 million seedlings, and we are ready to work hand in hand with the government of Kenya to see that the climate change agenda is part and parcel of our lives, because we cannot leave behind also issues of fuel emissions, things that are affecting us directly. And so to speak, we also want to get to the standards of the UN, whereby our prisoners are treated like human beings. Some of them, we do not know whether they've committed those crimes because they are still in remand. So we will treat them as so until the judgment is made. And even if they are convicted, our department is not a punishment department. It is a correctional department. We correct. Well, I also see it in the papers that it has not been good. And we are aligning to ensure that there's no nepotism in terms of promotion. We are also very keen to ensure that the promotions are free, are fair, and officers are promoted on merit, and not because I know you, or because you have been somewhere, or we of any other issue, but on merit. And that is also a key issue that we are insisting.
Natafuta shots, unajua sina.
Hiyo picha ya kuvunja nyumba ya wenyewe.
Hapana. Ya kuhudhuria rogano. Tozi.
Mutingihota kwaria.
Oh, no mukwaria.
Akire umeandikire. Sasa tumekuhiriria kana wewe.